Before we get into today's video, I just want to take the time to thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. I love you guys so much, I really do. We're already almost at 4K, bro. I love you guys so much, I really do. Let's keep it going. Let's hit 4K now, and let's get into today's video. Ask and you shall receive. Y'all wanted me to do the weirdest laws in the UK, and that's what we are doing today. These are the top 10 strangest UK laws that are still in place today. Now, in the US, we have some places that have some really weird laws. Like in Washington, it's illegal to kill Bigfoot. If he's real, and you see him in Washington, and he is running up on you, getting ready to do whatever Bigfoot does to people, probably you will most likely die because you cannot shoot him, you cannot protect yourself because you cannot kill him. Or how about in Vermont? Let's say you live in Vermont, you buy a house. Your dryer that you use to dry your clothes with goes out. You're like, it's a nice sunny windy summer day. I'll just put them out on the clothesline. Yeah, don't do that. You will go to jail. You cannot have clotheslines in Vermont. So with that being said, I'm not going to be surprised if the UK has some weird laws too. And I talked about this in my last video, and a lot of y'all commented and said, yeah, but these are old laws put in place a long time ago, and y'all just don't see any point in changing them. Like, they don't really affect anybody. And that makes sense. That makes sense. But still, if they're weird, I'm gonna let you know they're weird. Alright? So if y'all are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, bro. Y'all give it up for yourself, bro. You guys are absolutely amazing. Y'all have shown how strong the UK is. But now let's show how really strong you are, and let's hit 4K. Drop a like on the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let's have a conversation. I like to respond, I like to talk to y'all in the comments. So y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think about this video. Also, I got a couple videos coming for y'all that I think you're gonna like. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna be trying to pronounce some stuff, and I'm gonna be eating some stuff, so stay tuned.
England is a country founded on one of the strongest legal systems in the world, but that doesn't explain why some UK laws are just downright bizarre. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 strangest UK laws which are still in place today. Before we begin, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be counting down 10 historic laws from Britain's past that are technically still around, even though they really make no sense.
What the hell?
Number 10. Being drunk in possession of a cow. There are some things you shouldn't do while you're under the influence of alcohol. For example, the Licensing Act of 1872 states that it's illegal to be found drunk whilst handling a cow, horse, sheep, firearm and steam engine. Number 9. Impersonating...
I don't know about over there in the UK, but these US farmers, especially these Kentucky farmers, it should probably be illegal for them to handle a cow while sober. Because most of these farmers around here stay drunk, alright? I'm just saying.
Chelsea pensioner. It's only right that the brave men and women who go to war for their countries are venerated as such, which is why in 1682 King Charles II founded the Royal Chelsea Hospital in London. The 66-acre site was meant to serve as a nursing and retirement home for English soldiers with at least 12 years of service. However, people began to abuse this privilege by pretending to be veterans, in some cases stealing the distinctive red uniforms the veterans wore. This led to the passing of the Chelsea Pensioner Law in 1695, which still exists today, 400 odd years later. Number 8. Legal trespassing.
Yeah, that's like a respect thing, bro. You shouldn't... That's like impersonating a police officer or something. Like, them people they served their country and came back, retired or whatever. They're veterans now, and they needed help doing whatever. They needed a place to stay or whatever, and these just random people impersonated them. Or maybe an actual veteran walks in trying to get a room, but there's somebody that's not a veteran in the only room available. Like, come on now. Like, you gotta show some respect to our veterans.
Trespassing is one of the oldest laws in existence, and the rules are clear. If it's not your property, stay off. The one place where this doesn't apply though is the coastal county of Cornwall in the south of England. A law was put into place in 1603 which allowed men known as balkers to legally enter other people's property in order to shout fishing boats, directing them to schools of fish. Oddly, this act still exists today, even though modern fishing methods have rendered balking obsolete. Number 7. Landlord Powers. Few things are more annoying than having to pay rent to a pushy landlord. However, we may not realise just how good we've got it. An ancient law originating in 1297 states that should a landlord feel that a tenant is behind on the rent, then it's fine for them to take any of the tenant's possessions to settle the debt. Obviously, this would cause far more harm than good, and newer ownership laws have superseded it, but the Act does still exist in the Magna Carta and has never been officially repealed.
Ventura. Yes, Satan?
Number 6. Pigsty.
Bro, I wish my landlord would walk up in here and try to take something, bro. No, that's not gonna happen.
Neighbours can often be a hassle to live with, but this act from 1897 shows just how bad things were for the house proud in 18th century England. The Town Police Clauses Act makes it clear that anybody who owns a pigsty is committing an offence by keeping their swine in the front yard.
Please get rid of that pig!
Oh, you're gonna love him! Look, he does an impression of you!
This act is still in play. However, for anyone who is interested in creating a pigsty on their doorstep, there are a few workarounds. So long as the sty is properly enclosed and hidden from view by a wall, then it is permissible.
Oh, it's leaking!
It's not leaking, it's overflowing.
You filled up the whole silo in just 2 days?
Well, I helped.
Number 5. The Welsh and the Chester city limits. Despite being next door to each other, there is a truly odd law regarding Welshmen within the city of Chester. The law prohibits that no person from Wales is permitted to enter Chester before sunrise, and any Welsh person within the city limits must leave before sunset, under penalty of death.
What?
The law originates
You're gonna die?
from 1403, and it was imposed by Henry V following the Glyndŵr Rebellion in 1400, which saw Wales try to gain independence from England. Obviously, this law is never enforced, but like many other entries in this list, it is a law that has never been overturned. Number 4. Beached whale.
So you're telling me you're on a bike ride and you're just pedaling on along, you haven't lived there long, you just moved there, you want to get in shape, so you bought a bike, and you pass over across the line of wherever that boundary is, and you're just riding and riding, and you don't realize what time it is, and a cop stops you. It's 2 minutes past the time to where you got to get back. He's just gonna kill you.
As decreed in a 14th century act called the Prerogative Regis, all whales and sturgeon fish washed ashore must be offered to the reigning monarch, who will decide what to do with them.
Somebody said that in the
bizarre law
comments.
is still upheld to this day, and when in 2004 a fisherman named Robert Davies caught a 10-foot sturgeon in Swansea Bay, Wales, he promptly contacted Buckingham Palace to offer it to the Queen. She politely refused the fish, and Davies went on to sell it at a local market for 650 quid.
Come on, everybody! A whale needs help!
Why should we?
Yeah, where was that whale when my mom moved out?
Number 3. All swans belong to the Crown. Few animals are as regal as the swan, and the British royal family has long taken note of this. As far back as the 12th century, a law has been in place which protects all wild swans as property of the monarchy. However, while this may sound like a swan-friendly law, the truth is it was put into place in order to stop commoners from catching and eating the birds, since they were the royals' favourite meal. Today, swans are no longer on the menu, but they are still protected, with surveys taking place each year in the Thames to monitor their numbers and health. Number 2.
I bet y'all have a lot of swans over there now. Like, is there just nothing but swans, bro? Like, I feel like every swan in the world is like, bro, go to England, bro. Go over there to the UK. We are good. Nobody messes with us. We get fed. We get the royal treatment. I feel like there's a swan over here in Kentucky that a swan from England's going to come by and be like, hey, pack your stuff, bro. Pack your stuff and let's get going. You got to go over here, bro. This is the life. This is where we need to be.
It's illegal to be drunk in a pub. One of the most sacred of British institutions is kicking back with a few pints in the local pub, which is what makes this next law so outrageous. Under Section 12 of the Licensing Act 1872, any person who is found to be drunk in a licensed premises, such as a bar or pub, is technically in violation of the law. Furthermore, the same act states that it is illegal for a bartender to knowingly serve more alcohol to someone who is already intoxicated. Yeah, right.
I think somebody needs to go home. I'm not that drunk, sir.
Number 1. Suits of armour in Parliament. The image of the Arthurian knight charging into battle is one of the most legendary in all British history, but chainmail and broadswords weren't just reserved for the battlefield, they also saw some use in the political arena too. However, the 1313 statute forbidding bearing of armour was put into place by King Edward II, as following years of political turmoil, several of his cabinet had opted to settling their differences through brute force rather than intellectual debate. The act ultimately ensured Edward kept tighter control of his parliament.
Okay, so those were weird, but I found some weirder ones. Like in London, you can't shake a rug out of your window before 8 AM. Like if it's 7:59, don't freaking do it. As soon as 8:01 hits, you can shake a rug out of your window. Or probably the weirdest one, and I've seen a lot of comments about this one too. A pregnant woman can urinate in a police officer's helmet or wherever the hell she wants. I don't know. The thing about this law right here, the pregnant woman peeing in the helmet law, this is the thing about it, okay? This had to happen. Like, a pregnant lady had to pee, like a long time ago, okay? She was pregnant, she had to pee. She couldn't find anywhere to pee, so she walked up, grabbed the helmet off of a police officer, poured her pants down, and peed in the thing. And the thing about it is the police officer had to say, you know what? Yeah, you can do that. And then it had to go through the government, and they were like, yeah, why not? They gotta pee, let them pee in your helmet. But that is it for the top 10 strangest UK laws that are still in place today. I think one of the weirder ones had to have been the Welsh and the Chester city limits. Like you die. Like, that's a bad punishment. But that's going to be it for today's video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. I love you guys so much. I really do. Go ahead, drop a like on the video. And let me know down in the comments what y'all thought about this video. And if you made it this far in the video, I want you to comment the word Chester. Just comment Chester so I know you watched the whole video. Other than that, it's HC Reaction. I'm out. Peace.